Hello and welcome back once again to Belmont Bunch. Today talking about Game 2 of the Eastern Conference First Round Series between the New York Islanders and the Washington Capitals. And the Islanders prevail 5-2 and have a 2-0 lead. Going back home, although that doesn't mean anything because we're in Toronto still. But let's talk about the game. A minute in, the Islanders have a little bit of a mix-up in the back where nobody really covers the middle. I think it's Mayfield there is the defenseman, though he isn't the one that loses the puck battle. Ovi wins a puck battle right in front. We don't have anybody in close. Ovi just walks in, backhands. Gets it past Varlamov. Maybe a question of maybe Varlamov should have that. It's not Ovi's best effort, not his best shot. Good forechecking effort. Early in the game, you don't want to put your goalie in a one-on-one to start the game. At least let him get a few saves in there first. But anyway, so it's 1-0 there. Rest of the period, the Islanders play really well. So the Capitals got, I believe, 5 of the first 6 shots. And Islanders would storm back, get a ton of chances. Holtby was very sharp early on, which is nerve-wracking for us because, we've actually been able to get to him a lot this year. And to see him start to get going scared me a little bit. But he made a bunch of good stops. The Islanders, after one, outshot the Capitals after starting really, really low energy, like Jeb. And the fourth line wasn't really getting in deep. There wasn't a ton going in that first 10 minutes, back 10 minutes, really good stuff. So that leads into the second. And the Islanders draw a penalty. There's a play. Tom Wilson was involved with a lot of hitting in this game. Most of it legal, not all of it. Tom Wilson gets involved, gets a elbow call. And after the whistle, the Islanders take a penalty too, but so do Washington. So it turns into 2 penalties to 1. So the Isles still end up with a 2-minute power play. On said power play, Nick Leddy is given way too much time at the point. Not known for his slap shot. That's more of a Ryan Pulock thing. But when you give him a ton of time, he finds the way through traffic, slaps it low. Slight glance off of Siegenthaler's stick. I don't know if it was going wide, and that tipped it in. It looked like it might have still gone in. And it's 1-1. Power play goal. Big. And I was really worried in this game, seeing Tom Wilson throw his weight around and seeing some penalties called that even for the Islanders, their advantage, some of the calls a little bit soft. I was a little bit worried with all the talk after Game 1 with the Anders Lee stuff that the Islanders would get drawn into a lot of fighting and a lot of stupid stuff and get sent to the box a bunch in this game because our penalty kill hasn't been good. And I said in this series we need to stay out of the box to win. But the Islanders were up to the task and they kept their temper. The Isles would grab a 2-1 lead only a few minutes after the power play goal through Matt Martin, noted goal scorer. Great forecheck. The fourth line started getting its stuff together, started getting going. And Mayfield throws it to the front as Martin is coming back around, beats the defender to the front, taps it in. It's 2-1 Islanders. A mere minute and a half later, the Islanders are trapped in their own zone. There's a shot from the point by Ferravari, I think his name is, and gets tipped in. Don't look at me like that. Some of these guys, I was surprised by how few of the guys on the blue line for Washington that I know. Ferravari, shot from the point. Initially, so it goes in, tied it 2. Initially, I'm thinking Varlamov should have that. He has all day to look at it. Got deflected, so peace be unto you. Varlamov. Deflected by Ovi. This is a puck battle lost by Barzal. Barzal, who obviously has a significant disadvantage in size to Ovi. Ovi was pumped. You could hear him screaming, and maybe you would normally, and there's just no crowd, so now you can hear it. But Ovi was pumped after both of his goals. There's a lot of emotion on the Capitals side. They seem very angry at the Islanders. And they would grow more angry, because that's called a segue, ladies and gentlemen. Not a minute later, about 30 seconds later, Vrana's holding the puck at the line very dangerously, and as I, the soccer player, would know, you should yell to your teammate, "Man on!" And it seems like nobody communicated that to Vrana. Brock Nilsson. That's not Anders Nilsson, former Islander goalie. I kept it in the theme.
Brick Nilsson.
No, it is Brick Nilsson. So Brick. That's so much more fun to say. Brock Nelson sounds like a wrestler, so that's still kind of fun. Yeah. But Brick steals it goes all in on his own on a breakaway, finally gets off the schneid. He was one of the guys that has been playing well, but hasn't been rewarded with a goal yet. And here we go. This is big. I want to see him get going. 3-2 Islanders. And that would be most of the action for the rest of the period. The Islanders would get a couple more chances. Basically, the teams traded chances. But the Islanders are out shooting them after 2, like 24-12 or 24-13. And 5-on-5, the Islanders have been really good in this series. Game 1, they don't give up a 5-on-5 goal. This game, they give up 2, but they respond with goals. So, period 3, the Isles come out, don't get a shot for the first, 8 to 10 minutes. It feels like a very park the bus, let's, dump and chase and change, very Trotzian stuff. But to me, it felt like maybe a little bit too early to do that when you're only up by 1 with a whole period to go. And the Caps got their chances. Ovi missed an empty net, and you saw that play developing on the power play. And by the way, on this power, I felt it was a really bad call on Andy Green. It looked like Kuznetsov fell. He's smiling and laughing after the call was made, so I do think he knows that it probably wasn't a penalty. Didn't look like it. It looked like he was going down already. But either way, because the refereeing has not been great either way around, so you got to deal with it because you're going to get some soft call at some point too. That's the way it's been going. But the Islanders kill it with the help of an Ovi miss, and late into the period, the Isles get the insurance marker from Cal Clutterbuck. This is good forechecking again. The last few minutes of this game, the Islanders' forecheck was great. We weren't letting Washington out of its own zone. They needed to get out of its own zone because they needed to, get the puck in our zone, maybe pull the goalie, get a chance to score. And the Islanders are all over them. The fourth line was great in this. And even Leo, who missed a big opportunity to put us up 3-1, and then Ovi scored right after it. So I was yelling at Leo, but he kind of makes up for it with some good forechecking late in the game. And the Islanders seal it. Clutterbuck, it bounces off his hand and goes in. It counts because Oshie deflected it. No way Clutterbuck could really get out of the way. And then we seal it with an empty netter from Anders Lee, and it's just perfect that it was Anders Lee. But yeah, Islanders 5-2. Varlamov played pretty solid. Once again, the Islanders are not giving up a ton of chances, so he doesn't have to make a ton of big saves. The big difference in this series for me is Trotz versus Reardon. Advantage Trotz, all day. We'll see. Reardon tried to get his troops going, kind of like a Paul Maurice maneuver after the Laine and more so the Scheifele injury of building up something even if you don't really think it was that dirty, but you need your players to get going. And it didn't work. It worked for the Jets, and it didn't work for them to win that series. They win the one game immediately after. But I was expecting Washington to come out with everything to go today, and they get one early, but then I really wasn't that impressed. Washington, it's the structure. They're missing structure. They're a little bit leaky defensively. And, if they were coached by Trotz, their team is still incredible. I bet you they'd be cup contenders. But you got to be worried if you're a Caps fan right now with Reardon. And maybe in the offseason, maybe the Caps are looking for a new coach. Mike Babcock? We'll see. I haven't been doing 3 stars of the game. I kind of want to give out 3 stars of the game. You can't tell me no. I'm going to give 3 stars. No! my 3 stars of the game. Let's give one to Nick Leddy. Power play goal, tied the game early on. Generally played a good game. The other 2, it's harder to say. You got to give Ovi a star. Usually I just give it to Islanders, but I feel like the Islanders, it was a team thing, and I got to fill out a star. And Ovi had 2 goals, so yeah, let's give Ovi the second star. And the first star, NBCSN took the easy way out and just picked the whole fourth line. I'm going to give it to 2 members of the fourth line. Cizikas was good too, but Clutterbuck and Martin woke up. I was on record as saying Johnston, I'd like to see Johnston in for Martin, but Martin has raised his game and proven me to be a stupid moron. So, good stuff from Martin. Fourth line's gelling. Got to give Trotz credit for sticking with his lineup where I've suggested changes. They've stuck with it, and it's working. So, that's it. That's the video. Like and subscribe below if you like the stuff we've been putting out, and keep an eye out for more recaps. That is it. Go enjoy some more playoff hockey, and we'll see you next time.